number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Gotta understand, I got a plan. Go for what you want, might be what you thought. You gotta take a chance. Gotta understand, I'm your number one fan. Number one fan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special edition here in the KSN podcast. This is episode 13. I'm your host, Kurt the Magnificent. We got a good show coming up tonight, and I got a great guest coming on. Probably gonna laugh, probably gonna smile. You're gonna just have a great time just hearing this person coming on. He's a good brother, a good friend of mine, and I know him for quite some time. We'll get into his story, and he'll talk about his journey throughout. It's a Greenberg guy, actually really a New York City native, but he came up and he's been in Greenberg for the past 20 years, and this is definitely his home in the Greenberg area. And I want to give a big shout out and big love coming on here on the KSN podcast to a good brother and friend of mine's, Coach Michael McCoy. Let's give a hand, Michael McCoy. Let's give it up.
Kurt, how you going? Thank you for having me, brother.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Yes. It's been a while. Maybe a month or two, face to face. Maybe a month, yeah, because I saw you at the county center.
Good times.
Right. Congratulations again on winning another sectional title with the Woodlands Falcons, the boys. It's the third in a row. We'll get into that, and just want to just get your story, Mike. Get your beginnings. Like I said, I've known you for some time. We go way back. We go back to think I was doing 3-on-3s, and I probably met you a little before
100%.
But
100%.
I think when I was doing the 3-on-3s, I think that's when I really started to get to know you at that point.
I think we ran into a couple open gyms together.
Yeah, probably did, definitely. So let's get your beginnings, your story growing up. You from the city, talk about that.
Yeah.
Grew up in the city. Where are you from in the city exactly?
So I grew up in Harlem, 121st and 7th, three blocks from Rice High School,
Okay.
which was a thing in itself.
That corner right there, when you talk about, you right by the police station.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Right around the corner.
I know that area. I got family that lived off that corner. That's how I know that.
Yeah, so you know what that area was about. It was a time growing up.
My church. I'm sorry to cut you up. My home church originally was down the street. It was down the block on 122nd, but Lenox Avenue between 121st and 122nd.
Okay.
That was my home church at one time before eventually they moved to the Park Avenue side now. But yeah, that was my home church at one time. Springfield Missionary Baptist Church. That was my church. Yep.
Wait, 120. It was in a brownstone.
Yeah, a little brownstone. You go down a little cubby hole. They had an upstairs.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, for sure.
Right next to it was the big church was right next to it. Not Mount Olive. Mount Olive was down the street.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the church. Ebenezer.
Don't have me lying.
Yeah. I could tell you this. All I always remember, because playing ball after church or the service, I will go play basketball in that block on 121st in the schoolyard.
I live literally across the street from there, 227, right across the street for sure.
Oh wow, okay. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So again, grew up in Harlem. Spent a lot of time just hooping with my friends. Going to Rucker Park, to Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my friends were like legit New York City legends in their own rights. From Kendall Private world premiere. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, of course.
Roscoe Biggers, who went to Baylor. Just a a litany of people who just walk me up and down the court.
can, can you put that in terms that people don't know?
Yo, listen, like I was a decent hooper. I was okay. I was average. I wasn't no stud or nothing. A lot of the people that I named and my peers, like they were Division 1, Division 2 basketball players, and like when we all got together when no one was busy, we'll just spend an entire Saturday from like 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. just hooping. And if you lose a game, it's hard to get back on the court. Um, so out of that 8 or 9 hours of playing on a Saturday, if you lose once or twice, you probably only get three more games and if that many.
Right. Right.
So it was time. That was back when the parks were always full. You know what I mean? And kids
That's what
loved to be
yeah,
outside.
let's say everybody was outside, Mike. We wanted to
Yeah,
be outside. We didn't want to be inside.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But I also spent some time in the Bronx where I got a chance to meet a bunch of other people and grow up a little bit by way of Crotona Park North.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So up that way, I met a lot of the N1 family. My boy Irv. I'll be right back.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So him and a bunch of dudes from that area. Man, it was a time, man. Like basketball is such a small community, man. Like once you went to war with a few people, they're your friends for life. So it was a time growing up for sure.
Definitely, definitely. In them times, I know probably in the city. What years was that? Like the late '90s, early two
Late
thousands.
90s. Yeah, I
Yeah,
graduated
yeah.
in 99. So
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
90, 95, all the
Mhm.
way up through.
Yeah, I know that was a time, man. Like, you making me go back thinking about. I'm a young kid at this point, but I was
Yeah.
playing in them summer leagues down there too. Um, my uncle was a ref, so he used to give me. Sorry, he used to give me to a
Hmm.
lot of summer leagues back then down the city, and
Dope, dope.
it's crazy because um, I think what really like made me really get into basketball. Um, like I really started watching like the like mid '90s, '92, '93 as a
Hmm.
kid, but really got me to playing the movie Above the Rim. I'll never forget that movie when it came out because my because my cousin he was watching it all the time. Well, come on, remember back when HBO would just replay
Uh,
the new movies that to come out 6 months. See, I'm
yep.
show by age. I show by
Yeah,
age.
like, no
Right,
more microwave culture.
right,
Not.
right, right.
Yeah, I'm with
Like
you.
right. So back then, like when that movie came out, and remember they were showing Rucker Park when they were playing that tournament. They were showing
Right.
high school games. I think that school was over 130, no, on 116th Street, Manhattan Science. I
Valley
think
High
that was
School.
just okay. I think it was 116th, all in the East Side. I think that was a high school.
Oh, that is yeah, you
Manhattan
are right. You
Science.
are right.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but the park that of course, the Rucker part of it, but the park where they were playing on 135th and in between Lennox and Fifth, they was playing in
Hmm.
that little park over there right after where
With the sunken court,
yeah, exactly.
right
What
in
was
the
the
projects.
right, right, right. So then what I'm saying, when I saw that movie, that was it, man. I'm trying to go outside do the Kyle Watson stuff. You know what I'm saying? The between the legs, the shoot with the flick of the wrist,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to do all that. And then I mean just basketball in general. I'm watching tapes. Back then you had to watch the VCR tapes. The little NBA superstar joints. You couldn't
Yo,
just go on YouTube. You had to watch the tapes, then go
seriously.
outside or watch
Or
or the live games and watch
or
whatever
you had to
wasn't
be there.
playing.
Or you had to
Exactly.
be there.
Or you had to be there.
Or
So
hear about it.
yeah. So that's just like that was me then. So I can only imagine you being there growing up in those
Yo,
times because I'm up in Westchester still, but I come down in the weekends or the summertime and I'm playing.
yeah.
But
Like
oh man,
it was always a place to go or a park to go to or a game to see in the summer times. Like again, like there was tons of tournaments, but like you really wanted to be at Rutgers, you really wanted to be at Kingdom. Um, at the time, Dyken was around, but it wasn't as strong as it is today.
Right.
Um, those guys up there have done something special with that court and the tournament that they run. So kudos to them. I've watched it literally grow from just a bunch of locals to having some of the most prominent NBA players there. So it's dope to see for sure.
That's good. Growing up, what high school did you go to? You don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I went to school right there off of I went to Freedom Prep, right? My first year of public school, I did so bad. My mom yanked me right up out of there. I went to Roosevelt on Fordham.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I actually went to school with French Montana, who was a
Wow.
pretty solid baller. He also left and went to where did he go to? To another school. But he was all right. He was all
Okay.
right.
Okay. Did you play?
No, again, like my friends were dog. Like I played no high school sports, bro. Like it was one of those things where like it was a solid 20 players in the gym before you walked in.
Gotcha.
And like if you wasn't one of those ones, you ain't have a shot of making the team.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it was literally a dog fight just to get into a gym. And also like I was outside a little bit. You know what I mean? I was a little bit of a knucklehead and sports wasn't really my thing. I did it because you got a few options, right? Be a knucklehead or play hoops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I tried to keep my feet in the both and one side won, thank God.
Any other sport you was involved in young before,
Baseball. Baseball actually.
Nice. That was my first love.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yep.
Did some little league down in the city. Never made it out because the Bronx. You know what I mean? Like nothing but Dominican Central over there. So it was no luck, but it was a good time. I enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
I passed that bug down to my oldest son who played a little bit when he was younger. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
Um, what made you get the Greenberg? How did you get the Greenberg? Now coming up, the years after being young.
So at the time, the lady I was dating ended up moving up to Greenberg, and I was kind of splitting my time between living in Harlem at the time and going to see her, and just made the decision. All right, cool. Let me get up out of here and let me fall in line. So made things official, moved in, and never looked back, bro. It was one of the better decisions I made in my life.
It's good, man. It's good. I from the years of knowing you, you have made an impact here in this in the town of Greenberg, and
Thank you.
even with other kids from the Elmsford, Village Elmsford, where I'm from, and then even
Hmm.
White Plains. You've made a real good connection, and a lot of people, definitely give you your props. I'm telling you, you really made a name for yourself here in this area.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Listen, I just like, leaving things better than I found it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I had some guidance along the way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to the center right away, the TDYCC, Theodore Young Community Center.
Yeah. Again, my girlfriend at the time, she had a son. He was 7 or 8. And we go on to open gym. The first person I ever met in Greenberg was Donald Brown. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Met me with a big smile and open arms. Hey, big fella, we got open gym for the adults too. You know what I mean? You want to come in and get some running? You come on down. I think he was just trying to measure me up a little bit, but
Right.
but
Right.
yeah. So Donald Brown met me with open arms, and I went to a few open gyms and never left the building. In all honesty, and through Donald Brown, I met Steve.
Steve Bias.
Steve Bice, Steve
Yeah.
Bice, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, my first starting coaching job was football. Um, with Steve, and that's how I got the Ellsworth connection with the Jordan Belchers
Oh
and
yeah,
who else? His brother CJ.
DJ
Uh,
Harris. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and Busy B, my boy Brandon.
Uh
You
huh.
know,
Yeah, definitely. Brandon Harris.
so
Yeah,
yeah, I got an opportunity to meet some amazing families and kids and players through football, and about my second year there, coaching football. Boston Keith, God rest his soul.
oh man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get heavy hearted every time I think
Ah,
about him.
man. Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said, man, come on down here to do some basketball, man. I keep you busy all year long. And I fell in love with coaching from there. You know, Boston had a major, major impact in my life. He was a second father to me, put me on the right path, kind ear when I needed it, saw a hard kick in the ass when I needed it as well. So yeah, man, he that dude in that place, I owe a lot to. So yeah,
Wow. Yeah, you brought up a name, Boston Keith. Wow. Wow. Nah, you just you really brought it back, man.
yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
let me tell you how he set me up, right?
go ahead.
First year coaching, right? I got bunch of kids, right? I got RJ Davis, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
UNC. I got Isaiah Thompson, Lafayette.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
got
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got Daniel Nixon, um Washington and Mary, I think it was. Where'd he go? But another D1 player, Kelvin Smith. He went to Yale.
Yeah, I remember
I got
Kelvin.
Noe. You know
Yep.
what I mean? I got a couple Greenberg staples. This is year one of me coaching. Year one. So we ain't lose a game. You couldn't tell me nothing.
No, I could. I know you could.
Yo, the 2 years after that, I got some regular jokers, man. Reality hit hard, bruh.
Yeah, you had to start
I,
working. You had to.
I was like, oh shit, I gotta teach these kids something. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like it was a humbling experience for sure.
yeah.
But good experience. It taught me what you can get when you actually build something. Um,
Right, right. Definitely, definitely,
so
definitely.
yeah, it was a good lesson to learn. Good lesson to learn early too.
Right. You get involved with there also with Fringy Athletics. Shout out
Hmm.
to Benji Carter, that the
Yeah,
founder
yeah.
that runs that part with Fringy. Talk about that,
Mm.
developing that relationship and getting into that.
Um, Benji again. I met Benji in open gym as well. When he moved this program back into the building, they were still doing the Frankie Williams Classic.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
that yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and that's
So
what they were doing it there before they start doing it stepping
right,
act.
right.
Man.
So that's how I got in line with Benji. I was helping out during that event with him and Tom Sapago. Um, and me and Benji's relationship just grew from there. And he gave me an opportunity, which I gratefully accepted. And he taught me a lot. But prior to getting to there, like I was assisting with a bunch of people. Rashad Bilal when he was still coaching, his younger son and nephew,
Hmm.
as well as Spencer Ingram.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was I was assisting with Spencer Ingram for a long time. And again, Benji put me under the wing and showed me the ropes and showed me how to develop some kids and not just collect them.
Definitely. Definitely. Wow. Man, you brought that. Man, you've been bringing things back. That Frankie
Yo,
Williams Classic. Ah.
yeah, a
All
lot of
right.
a lot of people helped my hand along the way, man, and I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, that's what happens when people bring you into it, you have to show those flowers, let them know and
Yeah,
remember that. Like me personally, Wayne Bass. Wayne Bass is someone that
Wayne,
if
my
it wasn't
man.
if it wasn't for Wayne Bass, like really like bigging me up and like helping me and being right there like a second father to me, with
Hmm.
basketball, I wouldn't probably did the things I did or even got into coaching. Like
Yeah.
Wayne Bass is a big part. I always thank him very much for what he has done for me. So I know what you're talking about.
Listen, Wayne is a tremendous person. One night I was, out having a good time outside, and talking to random people as I usually do. Guy asked me where I was from and what I did, so I told him, Greenberg. He goes, "Hey, do you know the Bath?" I'm like, Wayne? He's like, "Yeah, Wayne's my boy." Now this gentleman is about my age, and he goes on to tell me a story about how Wayne and his family looked out for them when I believe they lost their home or something to that effect, and it speaks volumes of who Wayne is, who the people in the Elmsford community is. So I 100% happy that I had the opportunity to call those people friends for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. A great person, great family.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Um, we're gonna get into Woodlands now. I talked about it earlier in the podcast episode how 3-time sectional champions, Class B, in section in Westchester County.
Yeah.
Um, talk about how you got a part of that. I know you grew with the kids, with the center, and through the Greenberg community. But how did you get into that?
So actually, it was Ty Postel who brought me into
What a
to
name.
the Woodlands coaching staff. I coached prior to getting to the boys 3 years with the girls. Um, along who I think Tisha was there when I first got there, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Right before she left to go to. Actually, no, I'm lying. She was the year before.
Okay.
Um,
Tisha Hyman, you're talking about, right?
Tisha Hyman, yes,
Yes.
Tisha
Yeah.
Hyman. But yeah, we had a few good girl groups, and it was a run. And once Ty's tenure was done, there was a vacancy in the boys, and my boy Thomas Newkirk, who was friends with the head coach John Rappaport, mentioned my name to him. Being a Greenberg guy, being already on the faculty, it was, in my opinion, a simple hire. Not a hard vet situation. So that first year of our 3 year run, He was there the year prior before me getting there.
Mhm.
Um, we had our challenges, right? Like we are completely opposite, right? Visually and personality. Um, So we had a learning curve, but once we got there, we hit our stride. Him with John Grissel, who's the other assistant coach.
Okay.
So when I got aboard, I'm still am the head JV coach and assistant on varsity.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And listen, I hate to always say this because y'all did beat us in the county center the first time y'all won. And let me tell you something. If you were around, people were talking about that game. Actually, it's crazy. Mike, do you remember what I said like in the middle of the season? I said, if
You at
if
the
it
county
gets
center?
to the county center, if it gets matched up with us in the chip, that is going to be the game. And I think
Yeah, I definitely remember
every
that.
week we kept saying when we see each other, we talk like, yo, you gotta win. Y'all gotta win. Like
Yeah,
you gotta win because
I've
we're gonna match it up in the chip. And oh man, that atmosphere was crazy.
the last time I seen like the Greenberg Elmsford families, friends, and support come out that strong was 2014. When Woodlands boys and girls went.
Mhm.
Um, I think the boys went back to back. The girls went girls went back to back too. Um,
Mm,
that was with Tisha and Tilford Imani.
okay.
Um, so that was the last time like I've seen it like that crazy with our communities, and
Until the
it
county
was a
center.
game, man. Yeah, at
Yeah,
the county center.
yeah. Yeah. And like I said, the better team did win. Listen, I am Hamilton. I'm always gonna support mine's end of the day.
Yeah, as you
Listen,
should, as you should.
that green and black, but
Yo,
like
listen, we're always friends after the game is over, man.
it's
I
all
don't care who wins.
it is all love. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
it's basketball is all love. So listen, y'all got it. Y'all had a good group over there with the Woodbury boys, especially Big Woodbury,
yeah,
big
yeah.
Eric, and then big boy. What's big boy name? The center
Jameson,
Jameson. Yeah.
J-Mo,
Jay.
Big J-Mo Stevens,
And then y'all still had the lefty, which is this was a senior year, right?
Sebastian,
Sebastian, yeah. So
Sebastian.
y'all had guys, man, that started
We are
that.
fortunate enough to listen. I would love to take a bunch of credit, and so would a bunch of other people. But like, it took a lot of people for us to get there, right? Like people before these kids get to high school, parents committing to development and putting them in the right places.
Mhm.
So we were able to get these kids together and kind of funnel them into the same direction. But without the grassroots programs, you know what I mean. We don't get as nearly as far as we do.
Right. Now, you won 2024, of course. Then 2025, y'all win again and get all the way to the state final game, right? Which I
Correct.
remember lost in
Mhm.
overtime. If I'm correct,
No,
overtime.
we lost in regular
What was the
season by 5.
say it again? The
We lost in regular season.
regulation. You mean?
Sorry, regulation.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I remember it came down to the last couple minutes, a few minutes where, y'all
yeah.
lost it. Y'all had it, and then, but gave it away. And then this past year, 2026, you beat
Crushing.
Dob. You beat well first, which was good. You beat the Dobbs Ferry team. They was that
Yeah.
everybody talked about that. Like who's gonna beat the guy who's scoring all these points, from that team,
Right.
and you beat them, and then you get to
Nah, you
the
said it right. I'm here for the shade. We beat him. We beat
yeah.
him.
Listen, I mean it was him, bro. He was averaging
It was
almost
him.
40.
Yo,
It
that
was him.
that kid was solid, and he did what he did well, and his team allowed him to be that.
He
So,
almost he almost beat he almost beat us in Hamilton that year that y'all won the first one. Remember to get to y'all,
mhm.
we had to beat them, and he
Yeah.
almost beat us. We got lucky. Like we the kid, I forgot the number on their team. He missed a layup. Like they could have tied the game.
Hmm.
We could have went to overtime, but thank God that didn't happen. And
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, y'all beat them in this year, and then y'all get all the way to I want to say the state regional, right? Am I correct? No, I mean the
Just yep. The regional finals.
regional final, right? And
Versus a solid Carl's Place team.
yes, Carl's place, yes,
Particularly
out Long
particularly
Island,
one kid. That kid was phenomenal.
yeah,
He had about 40. I kid you not. That kid was lighting it up. Couldn't miss that day.
yeah.
So
But
that was a crushing loss though.
I, but you see the development y'all done from the start, and what are y'all doing
Mhm,
now? Y'all always gonna get right there if you keep a good group of niche,
mhm.
and the younger guys coming up now. Let's watch these guys that won with y'all. Maybe they can
Right.
also keep that tradition going. Hopefully, y'all doing a good job at it. It seems like.
Yeah, again, being in the community, I'm fortunate enough to see what our future on the varsity program looks like for about 7 to 8 years. I know who's coming down the pipeline. I know who's going to continue to put work in before they get to us. Um, we were fortunate. We had a pretty solid JV group this past year. Who we lost 9 seniors this year, so the majority of that team is getting pulled up. Next year, we should get our lumps. We should get a good old fashioned. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the goal in my opinion, the goal is bigger, stronger, faster. The skills there, the work ethic is there. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. So yeah, I'm excited about the future.
All right. Well, Mike, man, it's all the time we have. I mean, felt like that was really quick what we just did. But
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
said,
Listen,
just
we can
like
do this for hours, man.
I know, I know. I appreciate you coming on, telling me, your story, from the beginnings until now. And that's what this is all about, man, on my network, man.
Yeah,
I want to big up people, I'm about positivity, I'm about, passionate. about educating. So this is what I do. This is why I'm doing this, man. I want to, show that love to people and get them out there so other people that don't know, that don't want to talk
Yeah,
about us, don't know about us, they can know.
yeah.
So this is
Yeah,
it.
listen, man. I'm here to support you in any way you can. I'm one of your biggest fans, man. You know what I mean. I'm always here to support anything you're doing, brother. So whatever you need me, call me. And I'm sure the sentiments will be the same.
Coach Mike, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. And stick around, don't go nowhere. As we gonna
Yeah.
close out. I want to thank you again, and whoever's watching, listening, thank you for tuning into the KSN podcast. All right, I'm your host, Kurt the Magnificent. Peace, love. You already know. Have a good night, y'all.